Welcome back to Xapros SMP, where today I will be showing you more of my Enterprise build. Last time I left off, I was working on the TARDIS, and I'll be working on some stuff today. But first, I'm going to be showing you my Enterprise. And also, between last time and this time, off screen I was in a trial chamber, and some really bad things happened to me. I died, I had some players come to help me, and I lost some of my items. So, it happens unfortunately. Unfortunately, I managed to keep my Master Moonday sword. That wouldn't be painful to lose, because look at that. Sharpness 5, Fire Aspect 2, Knockback 2, Looting 3, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. Now, that would have sucked, but the reason I didn't lose it was because there was a zombie that took it. So, let me see. Which set am I showing you today? I think it might be this set. If it is, I'll show it to you. If it's not, I'll figure it out. Where's the turtle? There we are. So I wasn't showing you this set before, I believe. Alright, I'm gonna show you this set. Set E time, which is a huge set. I'm not gonna enter every single room, but there's culture lab, storage room. I'm not gonna read out every sign, but there are definitely a lot of rooms. I really love Star Trek. So when it comes to Star Trek, I actually grew up watching it as a kid. Grew up watching the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and here's Engineering Room, and even Voyager, and the original series movies. Those are what I grew up on. And then later, when I got streaming services, I got to watch the original series, and also Enterprise. Enterprise was probably the last of the old shows I got to watch. It was much later in life when I found out there was Enterprise, and I watched Enterprise. And when it came to Enterprise, I really liked it. I know not everybody likes it, but their opinion is not valid. I'm just saying. But it is such a good show. Except for the series finale, I will say the series finale wasn't good, but the rest of the show makes up for it and it's still good. I still need to add plants to the hydraulics bay. I forgot to do that. So the hydraulics bays are a little empty there. And the escape pods are all the same, they're just empty. Anyways, as for Star Trek, as I'm talking about Star Trek, I grew up watching a lot of it, and I love all of Star Trek. See, every episode, every movie, and every TV show. I'm a huge fan. Well, I even have probably almost 100 Star Trek books in my little bookshelf area. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, I also like new Trek as well, new Star Trek shows, because I do not judge any of them. The only one that didn't like that was new was the Section 31 movie. That's the only Star Trek movie I never liked. But everything else, I like a lot. I like Star Trek Discovery, I like Lower Decks, I like Prodigy, I like Picard. Season 3 is probably the best season. Season 1 and 2 were alright. I think Season 2 was slightly better, but Season 3 was peak for Picard. And then other new Trek show I like is also Strange New Worlds. And I also am really enjoying Starfleet Academy. They're all really good shows for Star Trek. So if you never watched Star Trek before, if you like watching older shows, start with the older ones first, in release order. And if you have any Trekkie friends, always ask them when to start watching if you want to go that route too. And if you're having trouble watching the original series, just start with the Next Generation or something like that. And you'll probably have a better time. And another Star Trek show I really like, what we think. What's my favorite Star Trek show? Oh yeah, Deep Space Nine is probably my favorite Star Trek show of all time. It's the older one, but it's one of my favorites. It's so good. It does remind me of other show that's similar to it that I really like, how Babylon 5. If you haven't watched Babylon 5, watch it. Do it in release order for the most part. And have fun. And that show is just amazing. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Babylon 5, I'm trying to explain it without giving too much away. And it's a show set on a space station. And the first season starts out a bit more episodic, but there's a lot of setups in the first season. Then season 2, 3, and 4, and 5, they all have different status quo every season. Everything's very different every single season because of plot-related things, and it's never the same. I isn't seeing different wars and wars and stuff. See, that's just not from the Andal's orders. This is a reference to the show of Enterprise, because there was a plot point with from the Andals where his quarters were locked up. There's definitely a lot of quarters here. I still need to add books from the library, but it's fun. Yeah, anyway, that was fine. You need to watch it if you haven't watched it. It's a lot like Star Trek. So I think if you like Star Trek, you'll definitely love that show. Plus, it does have some Star Trek actors in it. I'm not going to say who, in case you don't want to know, but it does have some. So please go ahead and watch it. Its stream is free on Tubi, if I remember right. And please watch up the watch order for its release order. You'll thank me later. Alright, here's the mess hall. I'm getting right down there. Where haven't I done this yet? I still need that pages in this gallery. I think I got almost all the important stuff done. There's recovery awards. Secondary recovery award. I think there's only one thing I'm missing. Let me see if I can find it. If I remember right, there should be a sick bay here somewhere. I could be wrong, but we'll find out. If I'm wrong or not. That actually might be on a different net, if I remember right. But anyway, here's a mort, where all the it bodies go. So if you die in the Enterprise, that's where you're going, before they shoot you off into space. Okay, I think I'm almost done with this net. Oh, here's sick bay. Sick bay, this is where you go if you're sick. But if you're sick of sick bay, you're still coming here, because you need to get your medical treatments done, and see your doctor. And then up here is a long tunnel network of shepherd suits. And it's very easy to get lost in it, so I'm not going to look for it. Because I will get lost, and I know that was my phone making the notification for Texas. Apparently, it is St. Patrick's Day, and I'm not wearing green, so I have to pinch myself. Ow! I should have worn green, apparently. And now I regret not wearing it, and I have to get pinched. Well, now I'm gonna go ahead and leave the Enterprise, and I'll like to show you the next other one in time. I worked on one of the bonus projects, for this video, and I am going to enjoy this. It is time for Lava Chicken! Lava Chicken! Lava Chicken! Lava Chicken! It's time for Lava Chicken! I think the chicken's got this. I got cooked chicken at work! I knew it! Now we're gonna keep our lava chicken! Oh, that's so hot, it's so hot, it's so hot, it's so hot, it's so hot. Oh my god, my mouth is burning. Alright, that's enough chicken now. minutes after this, I am back and I'm going to be finishing work on my TARDIS. So that is where I'm going, because I love my TARDIS build and I'm going to enjoy finishing it. I need to get the exterior finished today. Where the hell is that? Here it is. I need to get my exterior finished before I work on the interior. And because it's on the hill, I can actually do that later on the inside effects. With not too much trouble, I think. I'll probably have to do some minor terraforming, but it should be alright. Well, I'm going to start doing it now. Alright, this is where I am at building the TARDIS. I'll give you a little flyby. So, I don't quite have the roof of it done yet, but I do have the windows and some of the sides done. And I still got it in the roof, and I'm gonna make a little, boxing rain around the bottom here. And then I should be done. For the most part, I still have the interior to do. But since I'm ran out of concrete that is blue, I'm gonna go ahead and do something else for the rest of the video. And I think I know exactly what I'm going to do. I am going to show you other builds of mine that I've done before. And you're gonna like it. It was a build for a Halloween contest last year. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Now we are almost to where I need to be, but I want a little bit further than I would have liked. I'm gonna try to front the needle, and then I'm gonna go to the event area and show you the area where I have built my Halloween project. Alright, this is the beginning of the event area. What's this? Must be a farm for food for people here, I'm guessing. Someone felt concrete rot, concrete converter, now no loss. Interesting. I did not know there's a concrete converter here, but that's useful. I might have to test it out to see if that's better than the other ones I've used. Here we go, water elevator, straight up. Any second now. That is a nice looking pumpkin when it freak runs. Not like though, but it's pretty neat. And then there's the Christmas area. I actually did not build anything for Christmas because I got really busy during Christmas. And now I'm lighting it out. It probably gets me more to the fly. And I'm gonna crash, probably die. Oh shit. Not lighting. Oh yeah, stop being lighting. I do not want me lighting items. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna give you a tour of the Halloween area. Halloween style, whatever you call it. I really like Halloween. I think one of my favorite Halloween movies is Hocus Pocus 1 and 2. Those movies are really good. Alrighty then. I'm gonna go ahead and show you that there, right there. That's not my build, but that's the Haunted Mansion puzzle area I told you about. Maybe in a later video, I will attempt to solve it for you. Sorry, the game is not available at the moment. I guess it must not work anymore. And that's fine. Too bad I won't be able to show you guys, but was looking forward to that. But it is what it is. Alright, here's the roller coaster, and then there's a little arena. And now I'm going to show you what I actually do. And you probably guessed by now, but I have built the tower for Lord of the Rings. The tower that Sauron itself. I have built the Tower of Sauron with the eye. Oh shit. Am I falling? No, my wind's fine. I don't know what the hell is going on. But I'm going to show you the entrance. Welcome to Mordor. And these shelters are all mine. I have a bit of a mess with shelters full of my stuff here for when I was building it. So I have quite a bit of stuff here. I even put in some mini games here for fun. Tic-tac-toe. Place your color, place in middle hole. One turn at a time. First to free and pick color in a row wins. You know what? I'm going to try something stupid. In 1 minute. I'm going to try playing tic-tac-toe, but I see if I can win or not. No, it's not happening. I'm going to try playing Blind Woman tic-tac-toe. I'm not paying attention to where I'm placing it. So close my eyes. And make sure I'm around, okay? And figure out where I'm going to place it. I should really start that over because I need to get my bearings of what I'm doing. So I'm gonna see my win. I'm blue team. Red team's the evil me. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright, I'm opening my eyes. Alright, I'm not gonna count any of them that are on top. Those ones don't count. And what's like the evil version of me has won, unfortunately. Wahaha. Unfortunately, that means that the real version of me has lost, but I'm just doing that just to be silly, it's fine. Well, there's tic-tac-toe for you. And there's also a chess game. I don't have any pieces for it, so I can't never got that set up. But you have an game of Inno Checkers, which I have played before, and won and lost before. And over here is the Mines of Moria. I shall show you after I take a little nap in my bed here, in case I die. There's a reason I might actually die right down there. The Mines of Moria ends up being a really perfect name for it, all I'm gonna say. And here's why. You're around the mall! No, I already know. I am now in the Mines of Moria. I'm gonna sneak. This is why. This is the Mines of Moria. And it's one of those cities, forget what they're called, but they are terrifying. And I am not going to stay here. I actually do have mine tunnels that go through here where I can mine some diamonds before. But I do not want to stay here. Because here is not a safe place for anybody in their right mind. I'm not in my right mind, but that's not the point. I haven't been in my right mind ever, I don't think. But, anyways, I'm gonna show you the rest of the tower. Let me get my stuff in its proper inventory spot. Alrighty then. Time to go up the elevator to floor 2. Welcome to floor 2, where it's very empty, I know, but it's a nice floor. I didn't fill up every floor with stuff to do, but maybe one day I'll add some fun exterior stuff. After all, the first floor does have some cool mini-games. I'm gonna go up this ladder, see what's up here. a really good view at Halloween, and you can even see Christmas from here. Nice little balcony. I actually like this tower. As evil as this tower might be, I like it. Alright, time to go up. To the next floor. I guess the room's over here, and a little lighting up this tower. Onto this little balcony area. Really nice view here. I actually think it's really scenic having a tower here. And during this contest, I actually won second place. The person who won first place, was the person who made, that haunted mansion I showed you, not from the internet. So that was pretty cool. Alright, I'm ready to go up to the next place. Here goes nothing! And I really like this area where you can see the little bars here, you can see a nice scenic background. Really nice place. I love War of the Rings, so I'm pretty happy I built this, especially since I'm going to a War of the Rings concert in about a month or so. So it's really fitting that I will show you now. Alright, up to the next floor. This side is not in water elevators because the floors are getting smaller and smaller, so there's not much room for those. Now, there is a secret on this floor. It's already been discovered, so I will show you what the secret is. First, I will need something to stand on. So I'm gonna be lazy and use under chest. There is a button here. There it goes. And I made a little secret room that was specifically for the One Ring event. So we had a One Ring to rule of all event, and somebody has the ring, and they don't play very much anymore, no one's found the ring, so they might actually end up returning the ring to me. So the way the contest, I don't mean to do that, the way the contest works is, somebody hides the ring, and the other person finds the ring, and gives more treasures in the treasure pile, and then someone else has to find the ring over and over again and add more treasure, until somebody is ready to claim the treasure for themselves and throw whatever remains into lava. And I mean the ring, not the treasure. Alrighty then. I'm now gonna go up to the next floor. No more secret areas here, but that was a pretty cool secret. I was actually surprised it was found that quickly, because I tried to keep it well hidden up there. But something did see the button, so it happened. Up the ladder we go. And here's this floor. Yeah, I've actually watched some of the movies and features. Well, not the War of the Rings, but I watched all 3 Hobbit movies in theaters, and this may be an unpopular opinion, but I really like the Hobbit movies. They're such good movies, I love all 3 of them. Even if they added extra, unnecessary, not book stuff, I really don't care, because I like the movies. Yes. I know not everyone was a fan compared to War of the Rings, but it is hard to beat the War of the Rings, so it is slightly understandable. The War of the Rings is a perfect trilogy. Here is the Eye of Sauron, where Sauron keeps a close eye on anybody with a ring. Now I'm gonna give you the final flyby. Yeah, this tower, it took a little bit to make, but it was definitely cheaper and easier than building a tree, as it's mostly made out of stone and cobblestone. So that was a pretty fun build to work on. And now, I think that will be a good wrap up for this episode. I might do a tour at Christmas time in the winter time, though. So I hope you all enjoyed watching. Have a fantastic day, y'all. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want more content like this. Because I'm going to keep pumping it out. So, have a good day. Bye.